determine distinctions, matter, and uphold the biblical teaching. Okay, moving on. That's a future goal. Steve's going to help me get that. New faculty, our very own Dr. Martin Zumersh. Raise your hand, sir. He's going to be teaching our 5th and 6th grade class and all the older students' math and science. He's a doctorate in statistics.
It's called behavioral economics.
Okay, so ask him about it when you have 2 hours. Music is going to be Mr. Aiden Manouche, who I mentioned. And then I didn't include her name, but we're adding a position, a school consultant and communication assistant. That is Mrs. Katie Winterstein. She has a lot of experience in Lutheran classical education, and she is going to be helping kind of consult our parents, staff, myself, on how to better our school in the details. It's a very minimally part-time job. She's got 7 kids, so she can work from home. And she'll also be helping communicate to churches and things like that, and make connections with donors and all that. So, really exciting. New staff from last year that are returning, Reverend Rippey, Mrs. Marigalia, and Mrs. Schumacher. Mrs. Schumacher teaches history to our students, completely volunteer. And she'll be there for 2 hours a week this year. That's just teaching 2 hours. She's there like 5 hours doing prep work. And then we do have a need of an after-school care staff member for a couple days a week for an hour, for maybe 3 hours a week or so. All right. Some of you guys are interested in our new families. So we have some new families from Zion, some new families from Good Shepherd, a new family who's a member of the Wells, Wisconsin Evangelical Lutheran Synod, new family of Friendship Celebration, Lutheran Church in Meridian, and what's GLC? I don't know, some other Lutheran church. Grace Lutheran Church, thank you. I'm sorry. Sorry, Grace. In Caldwell, yeah. So we've got all sorts of, Lutherans coming from all sorts of places. Current enrollment expectations, last year we were out 32. This year we're looking at a range, it's going to be around 40, somewhere between 36 and 45 students. And then, as I mentioned, 93% of our committed new students are Lutheran, and 14 out of 15 new students, which, as you know from our whole discussion that we just had, I think is absolutely wonderful. And it will help Lutheranize our school in a very good way. Some new projects. We have a block wall that's parent-teacher fellowship and donor funded, that we have the complete funds for it. I just talked to a donor and they just gave $10,000 to complete the project. And so what that's going to do is that's going to be a wall on our playground on 12th Avenue Road that's going to protect the kids from traffic. It's going to keep the noise of the traffic off, so it's a quieter, calmer environment. And then it will provide privacy screening as well. So high schoolers who walk by are talking to our kid.
Yeah. Would that be totally from the corner all the way to the end of the playground?
To the end of the playground. Yep, from the corner, from McDonald's to basically where our building starts.
How tall would it be?
6 foot. Yeah. And it'll be, I don't know how thick. I think it's 6 inches thick. So, but it'll be like dug in with the foundation. So a car. Yeah, I don't know.
It's about 8 inches.
Okay, maybe
Down
that's,
Yeah.
that's a good question. I don't know. It might go behind it. Yeah.
You don't put.
If you guys keep asking questions, I'm going to put you on the building committee.
Because they're going to start climbing it to get to the link fence to get to the top of the block.
Yeah. Yes. So we'll need some volunteers to help paint over the graffiti. That actually is a concern. All right, moving on. And then we're upgrading our reader board signage, which is kind of bleached out, sun bleached and everything. So thank the Ehlers for that. George Ehlers does signage, and he's going to be creating a completely new sign for us.
Oh, great.
I have a future goal of doing a conference, Lutheran Classical Education Conference next summer. So pay attention to that. I would love for members to attend that. And I'm actually working with Luther Classical College to do kind of a regional conference that's sponsored by them, basically.
Oh, were they willing to come in and do that?
Yeah,
Oh, great.
yeah. I ever talked to the president about it, and
You did that after when you were at
Yeah.
convention, right?
And you will be going there, or they will come here?
no, my goal is for them to come here. So we'll be hosting it, but some of the speakers and things like that, yeah, I'd like to do a regional version, yeah.
Okay.
So then, even if you don't, if you can't drive over to Casper, maybe you can get a little bit of Casper here in the influence. So
Good idea.
I'm excited. Okay, future goals. Oh, sorry, we were talking about that. Current needs. Always prayer. Always, and I mean that seriously. I mean, a lot of times, we would throw that in there and then move on to the money. But prayer really does shelter us, and God really does listen, as a good father does, to his children, and provides angels to protect our school. And so please remember Zion Lutheran School in your prayers. And Pastor Swan and Pastor Rippey and myself in our preaching of at the school and things like that. All the students. Prayers for the Rippey family. There's some recent stuff financially that they need some prayer for as well. I got permission from
And medical.
to say that. And medical, yeah. So continue to keep the Rippey family, Mrs. Jennifer Rippey and Pastor Rippey, in your prayers as well. And then, of course, support. We need donations. Financial support's always needed, at least right now in kind of the stage that we're at. And we do have an immediate financial need that I'll just throw out there. We have 4 teachers who want to go to the CCLE conference, and to support flights and registration fees and all that, it's about $3,500.
Per person?
No. For all 4 of us to go. It's in Mequon, Wisconsin, which is why the flights are expensive, because you got to get there's no connecting from Boise, or there's no one way from Boise. And so if you are interested, we have about $1,300 from the PTF put forward to it. So we're trying to raise about, help me out with the math, Dr. Zumersh, $2,200 dollars. So if you're interested in helping, that's Pastor Rippey, Mrs. Marigalia, Mr. Manouche, and myself who will be attending that. This is a huge way that you can support us, is participate. Come to chapels. That's good for you too. Come to the events. I don't think you'll be disappointed if you come to our Oktoberfest auction, or if you come to our Veterans Day program. We get a lot of support from the Veterans Day program. If you come to our Christmas program, if you come to our academic fair, the students do wonderful, wonderful presentations. Raise your hand if you've been to one of those. Let's do the 3, the Veterans Day, Christmas program, or academic fair. You've seen, were you guys impressed by the kids?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's encouraging to kind of see what they're doing, to see where the youth of our church are headed. And then, of course, volunteering. We always need lunch and recess aides, folks to read with students, and then, as I mentioned with Steve, trades and career training. So we're at And then, of course, I finish with a thank you. Church members support our school in so many ways. Thank you for the continued support and encouragement that you all provide. Yes?
I have a question. Who's replacing the teacher
For Mrs. Bowman?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, sorry, what did you say?
Yes.
For Mrs.
Who's
Bowman?
replacing Gail?
So it'll be a combination. It takes about 4 people to replace her. So Dr. Zumersh will be replacing. The person who's going to be teaching her class is already teaching design. That's Mrs. Alwood. But we've kind of rearranged some stuff so that Dr. Zumersh can teach 5th and 6th grade, and then Pastor Ricky will be teaching 7th, 8th, and 9th. So, thank you for enduring this update. It was wonderful to be able to share what I love with you guys. Feel free to always ask me questions. I love talking about this school. All right, you guys enjoy the service.
Thank you.